Into a little bit of lucky for bingo action, and we got $12,124 on the line. But more importantly, after this games, we get into the 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, the meaty part of this broadcast, and it should be a lot of fun. And we're going to be streaming live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Oh yeah, we just installed some of those shiny new Pilot TVs at some new locations over at Smiley's Tavern, B&L Bar, Moen's Bar, Rodney's Tavern, Oleander Saloon, Big Dog Sports Cafe, as well as the Lamplighter Bar.
Definitely some good stuff there. But how is your Wednesday going so far?
Pretty easy going. It's been really nice weather today, so I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, having the sunshine shining into the office, putting the shades up and letting the sun actually peek in while we're doing a little bit of work, getting ready for the broadcast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Definitely raised my mood a bit. I know it was over in Minnesota. It was a little bit of a nicer day as we checked in earlier today during our Cup of Joe broadcast with Woodbury, Minnesota, which they were having a very similar day as we had, a little bit cloudy, but 62 degrees with some sunshines peeking through. Definitely happy to see that. But we do have someone in line to win the mini jackpot as they get 3 shots at this one. We'll see if we can do this. Needs to be the right one on this one. And that means they're all moving to a $1 must-go prize. Definitely some crazy stuff there. But I'm just excited that I'm seeing warm weather heading into the
consistently.
future. Yeah, like it's going up. Like it's not all over the place. We do have a winner before I talk more about the weather. We got Carrots over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home $5. And 7 and 3 are our 2 lucky 4 numbers that we're going to be paying attention to. But obviously this game number 1 is super lucky as we have $450 available in 64 balls or less. Obviously, they were not able to give out that Jackpot Hunter jackpot during
MegaSota game night.
Yeah, giving us a perfect opportunity to get this broadcast started off correctly as that $450 jackpot continues to grow as more people get enrolled. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get into this next game. Definitely some great stuff. But we were talking about weather and how it's getting better out. And
it is. It just keeps going. It just looks like it's I don't want to be. I always try not to be sure. But it looks like it's uphill.
Because
from
here in the Midwest, May is more like the April of most states, where you get like that spring rainy time. I'm hoping to get a little bit more like just 60s. I'm not expecting 80s or 75 or anything like that. If it's just nice 60s and I get some more like just sunny days, maybe
I'll take it.
I'll still take the little bit of rain that comes with it. But I think just having a little bit of sun out there is going to boost my mood a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah. I don't know about the rain. We're supposed to be in the Mayflower part of the year.
Exactly. I know. The April shower should bring May flowers, but that never seems to be the case in the Midwest.
No, especially like around here. It seems that it's like rain all throughout March, April, and then May.
And then you finally get into your summer/springtime type stuff.
And even then, it's just tornado season.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't want that? I really hope that doesn't have to be something we have to deal with at all. Do you remember the crazy summer where our entire town, flooded?
Yeah.
That was insane.
It was still during the school year too.
Was it during the school year?
Yeah, it was just before we got out because me and my friend got in trouble because we were kayaking through the flooded river.
Yes. Did you kayak through Island Park?
Yeah.
Okay, because
it was a lake.
Because the park that he's talking about dips down and is a lower part of the ground and has a river running through it. And so when it overflowed, the river overflowed, as well as the fact that the entire park that was a little bit lower, I don't even know,
it was
elevation, that it had completely filled up. A bunch of people went kayaking around there. It was a crazy time. It's even on, there was a store, which I'll say the road name, Old Mission, as you'll know what it is, but none of you guys will. That was actually, I saw the front doors of it halfway covered with water.
Yeah.
It was absolutely ridiculous. My basement completely flooded due to that. My family's basement completely flooded due to that. Due to that flood, just because our what's it called, when the climb out windows.
Oh, like the egress windows?
Yes, the egress windows that were down there ended up filling up with water, and then the pressure of it broke the window in, and it all flooded in, and then we lost our Xbox 360 and all the great games that came with that Xbox 360. I lost the crazy My Player on 2K18 that I had put so much work into, but it was hey, it was still a lot of fun. I mean, still a lot of fun being able to enjoy all the water, and made a lot more fun out of it than the negatives that came with all the water that came that summer.
Like everyone's basement was gone.
Oh my goodness, it was crazy. And then it ended up we didn't end up having too much damage to it, and there wasn't like we lost a bunch of different things, but it was absolutely crazy waking up in the middle of the night and people being like, "Come downstairs right now," and then I come downstairs and I see like the basement's a pool now.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
I was like, "Ooh, swimming," and then they're like, "No, there's broken glass in there. You cannot go swimming," and I'm like, dang, perfect. It would have been such a good opportunity.
I know. Why didn't we tape the windows?
Yeah, exactly. Just open it up so it could just float in.
Yeah.
Easy. But we'll move on from all the. I mean, that was a crazy weather story, but I'm happy about the good weather that's coming around the corner. Should be some really nice stuff, and we got some really nice stuff in this game. Number 1 of Jackpot Hunter. We obviously got about 14 balls dropped on this one, and we're trying to give out this minor prize of $580.
Ooh.
And if we're able to do it, it just has to be hit in 64 balls or less, and I think that could definitely happen in this game number 1. If you do that, you are going to be able to make over $600, which will get you on our jackpot list.
Oh yeah, you'd be getting like $703.
Ooh, that is
20 cents.
Yeah, don't forget the 20 cents. But we did have a lot of people joining up with that group of lots of jackpot winners in this season 11. 5 jackpots yesterday that got over that $600 mark, giving our rolling week 32 jackpots for this rolling week and 429 for this season 11.
Oh yeah, we had a very successful Tuesday. Kicking off our Tuesday, we had Mad Dog over at MC's Dugout too, taking home $669.
Yeah, good job, Mad Dog. We also had Kingpin over at Leo's Sports Bar, taking home $1,058. I had Ben give me a full review of what he thought of Kingpin in the Daredevil series compared to the Kingpin in the Hawkeye series.
Okay.
And he was saying that he's still super tough. Like he still like can like manhandle punches like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Kind of guy. But he just makes a lot more just like idiotic decisions in it that aren't within the character that was portrayed in the Daredevil, where they were like he always made like kind of the smartest move. He was a smarter guy in the Daredevil series, where I think he made a little bit more mistakes in the Hawkeye series.
Which makes sense after like what Frank Castle did to him.
Yeah. Might be not thinking so straight. We do have Bonds 25 over at the end zone, taking home that whopping total of $703.20. Good job, Bonds 25.
Oh yeah. Good job as we get started for this game number 2.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, yeah. But next up on our jackpot list, we had Philly 77 over at Tavern on the Avenue, St. Paul, taking home $841.
Yeah, maybe a Philadelphia 76ers fan, just, one number up, Philly 77. I don't know who's going to win that playoff series between the 76ers and the NBA playoffs. Because they are taking on right now the Miami Heat, and the Miami Heat were actually able to get a win over them in the last game that they played, and now they're going to be playing tonight at 6:30. Yeah, so should be playing while we're doing our Wild Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
should be some fun stuff.
You guys have 2 games going on during your Wild Wednesday.
Yeah, I think they have multiple NBA playoff games happening during this time, as there still is that. I think the Celtics Bucks game is going to be happening tonight. But let's see what all the NBA playoffs that are happening tonight in the next few days, as we have the 76ers taking on the Heat tonight, as well as a 9 o'clock matchup between the Mavericks and Suns.
Okay, that one's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, some fun NBA action, and should just be a fun night of sports, as we have our Wild also playing tonight, and so big games happening.
Oh yeah, we're really hoping the Wild beats the Blues this time.
Yes, that's a big need, as we want to tie up that series.
Oh yeah, But continuing on with our jackpots, we had Shishi over at Hiller's last call, taking home $626.
I know. I wanna start selling selling seashells by the seashore. Shishi. I don't know why that made me think of that that rhyme. We also had Mouse over at Poppers, taking home $605 as the final jackpot on that Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, but they weren't the only people taking home money yesterday, because we also had a good amount of people taking home money in what you guys are playing right now, the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter. And these people just weren't, the amount wasn't quite high enough to make the normal jackpot list.
I mean, we had a player in the very first game be able to make the jackpot list with that $703 jackpot, but none of the players yesterday were able to do that.
Oh, no. We had Paul over at Mustang Bar taking home $342, really close. We also had D.L. Bowman over at American Legion Forest Lake, taking home $450, as well as Divine over at American Legion Shakopee, taking home $483.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff there. And Paul just reminds me of the Alien movie, Paul, which I haven't watched in forever. But I do have a question for you. What is the iconic phrase from the E.T. movie? What that E.T. says, like everyone quotes it.
Oh, the one that people think is wrong?
Yeah, that it is wrong. Like it.
Yeah,
like,
isn't the okay? So everyone thinks it's E.T. phone home.
Yes, and it's really
isn't like E.T. must phone home.
No, it's E.T. Home phone. It sounds way worse than E.T. phone home. It's E.T. home phone.
Interesting.
Yeah, I always find that wild. That is, whenever you have those, what are they called when you?
Oh, like the Mandela effect.
Yes,
things.
Mandela effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all like they always mess. Some of them mess with me, but some of them don't. I will say I do think that Target had more circles, and then they changed it over the years. I feel like that was a thing, like because people mix up how many circles are in the Target logo.
Okay.
How many circles were originally in the Target logo?
2.
Was it always just the circle, like the outside one, and then the one in the middle?
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was.
Oh, you never thought there was another one?
No,
there?
no.
Okay.
I always thought that there was one because it was like one went on the dog's eye, and then there was one that surrounded the dog's eye, kind of thing. And that's how I always remember the symbol is because of that dog that they had as their mascot for a really long time.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that dog.
Yeah, but we could talk about some of the biggest
Mandela effects.
Yeah, Mandela effects
Right.
that plague the world. The Fruit of the Loom one. No cornucopia that exists in the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Although I did kind of think that there was for a second, but I was like, eh.
I thought that for a very long time until I got showed. And then someone was like, this is a Mandela effect. And then I'm like, oh, okay. One I've never gotten is Jiffy.
I've never called it Jiffy.
I always thought it was just plain Jif. We do have a winner, though, before we talk more about Mandela effect. We do have Brother Nate over at Chart House taking home $20.80.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Brother Nate.
Yeah, definitely some good stuff. But yeah, let's find some more of those Mandela effects. Yeah, that Curious George didn't have a tail.
Yeah, that one messed with me a lot because I remember there being like specific story points of him using his tail.
Yes, I get that as I totally get that as well. But I if you would have asked me, I would have totally known right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Here's one. Is that Looney Tunes is not spelled like Toons. It's spelled like Looney Tunes. How it is spelled out in the broadcaster.
Huh.
Yeah, I definitely would have thought that it was spelled.
I think people might have mixed that up with, do you remember that one game, Toontown? It was like the online game that had like all the people. Yeah, people
yes,
I feel like people might have mixed it up with that.
Okay, I could totally see that.
I could see that happening.
Okay, and that's interesting. Okay, this is an interesting one. Sex in the City, a super popular book, was never actually Sex in the City. It was Sex and the City.
Huh. Okay.
I've never even heard it called that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How Febreze is actually spelled Febreze.
Oh yeah, it's actually like Febreze.
Yeah, instead of instead of the
Oh,
other.
it's not Oscar Mayer. It's like Oscar Mayer.
Yeah.
Not right.
Let's see. What else is there? Oh, the Monopoly Man and his monocle. And there was he didn't have a monocle.
Ah, okay.
Interesting. I definitely would have, if you had to make me guess, I would have said that he had a monocle.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that one would have been.
Okay, Pikachu's tail. Does it have a black marking on the end or no black marking?
No.
No black marking. You're correct. That the Mandela effect is that people think Pikachu has a black end on his tail.
No, I've watched way too much Pokemon to mix that up.
Let's see, what else is there? That Cheez-It is not or Cheez-Its. A lot of people think there's a Z at the end of Cheez-Its, but it's actually just Cheez-It.
Yeah. Okay.
I get it because people say Cheez-Its, like because they're handing multiple Cheez-Its over.
Yeah, you never eat one Cheez-It.
Exactly. So I get why how that can get mistaken.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we have a double stuffed Oreo. The F at the end of stuff, there's only one F.
Really?
And not two.
Okay. How interesting. Let's see what else. C3PO in Star Wars has a silver leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember it all the time, but when I think about the original series, the original movies, I definitely remember the silver leg.
Yeah, because I don't think it's in the prequels.
Interesting. I wonder. Because it could easily be in the prequels, and I just don't realize it.
Yeah, I feel like he has all gold in the prequels.
Yeah.
But next up for the Flintstones, the Flintstones actually has two T's, and we've been pronouncing it without the first one. So it's actually pretty bad. So it's Flintstones and not Flintstones.
Oh, so like a Flint, like a
Yeah. I feel like I've been calling it the right name.
Flintstones.
Yeah, the Flintstones.
Yeah, instead of the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I originally said it. That's very, very interesting. I didn't realize that there was two T's in it though. If you had me spell it out before, I totally wouldn't have realized that.
Yeah, same with like Cheez-Its. I didn't really think about it not having a Z or having a Z. Both of them looked wrong somehow on the box.
Oh, for sure. Life is like a box of chocolates. Okay, here's another one. Is not what Forrest Gump actually said. If you listen closely, life was like a box of chocolates instead of life is like a box of chocolates.
Oh, okay.
It was instead of is.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. And then we have one more that we'll go over as we got a little Snow White Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah. It says, mirror, mirror on the wall. Nope, that wasn't the line in Snow White either. In fact, the Wicked Queen says magic mirror on the wall. Yeah, childhood it's
ruined.
Yeah.
It's ruined. It was mirror, mirror on the wall. I don't get it. We do have Core Fry over at Stadium Sports Bar taking home that $26 Musco prize. Good job to the winner there. And now we are getting enrolled into a game number 3 of Jackpot Hunter. Are you trying to figure out if C3PO had a silver leg?
Yeah, I was trying to see if he always had a silver leg in it.
In the original, I know in the original series for sure, but in the prequels, that's where I have the question.
Yeah, I do remember that for most of the prequels, he was in his. Remember, his body was messed up. It was kind of like this.
Oh yeah, he was half built for the first movie of it.
Yeah. So for the first 2 of them of the prequels. So episode 3.
Was it in the first 2?
Yeah.
I always thought in the second one he got fixed up into the gold look.
Well, apparently mostly gold look.
Yes, mostly gold look, as the silver leg was still there.
I'm watching the prequels tonight.
Yeah, I gotta watch at least one, and obviously we should because
I know what today
all
is.
Gonna
You don't have to.
our one of our national days. But before we get into all the national days, all the bingo action, we have a new e-tab that's coming to your guys' iPads. Believe it or not, tomorrow. Should be some super fun stuff. It's called Break the Bank. I feel like you're in a giant bank heist when you're playing Break the Bank. You see the robber, you see the dude. I think there's a banker with a monocle on, and you can win some really good cash prizes.
There's like the rich manager,
yes,
the bank owner.
Exactly. So it's a lot of fun. You can win some really good cash prizes, and who doesn't want to try out the newest of the eTab games? It's super fun. If you want to try the current newest eTab game, you guys can try out Blazing Wheels. It's a great eTab game that just got released a few weeks ago, and you guys can try your luck in the bonus round spinning that blazing wheel to see if you can win some scorching prizes.
Oh yeah, and if you want to see any of our previews of our ETAs before they release, go give a like and follow on our Facebook page. You just gotta search up Pilot Games and you'll see our logo. That way you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, play pictures, and so much more, like those previews of our ETAs when they're about to release. You can also click the website link on our Facebook page to see our link tree that has links to bar locations, all of our social media, and so much more.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff on that social media page. Oh, and one more thing about the Mandela effect. The balls in front of Target used to be bigger.
They did.
I'm convinced of it. Like, that they used to be larger in size. Like, they've shrunk them down
no,
over
because
the last
I
few
remember
years.
being, like, even, like, 10, like, even, like, 13 and being, like, oh, I would still have to, like, jump a little over this.
Yeah, like, now it feels
didn't
like I
grow
could
that
just, like,
much.
step over it.
Yeah, they're like this high off the ground now.
Exactly, and so I'm always I always am taken back when I'm like, that is not as large as it used to be, and then people are like, no, they've never changed, and I'm like, what are you talking about? No, the big red balls in front of Target used to be ginormous.
Yeah, they used to be huge.
Yeah, but we are in this game number 4 of Jackpot Hunter. That minor jackpot at $93, super close to $100. As soon as it does, the very next game, it will click up from 52 to 56. So exciting stuff. But we'll see if anybody can take it home in 52 balls or less, as that is still a doable jackpot, as we did that earlier today when we were playing TwinsBingo. Me and Jordy were actually able to give out that jackpot in TwinsBingo.
Finally.
Super fun stuff. It was about at the halfway point of those games, so we were able to even build it up a little bit, heading toward
Nice.
it was slightly over $500 when we got off it. So definitely come out, as that likelihood of it going out is not changed. Even though the money amount dropped, it's still at 52 balls or less to take home a really nice cash prize in TwinsBingo. And TwinsBingo runs from 12 to 1 every single day, 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, but right after that, going from 1 to 4, we have our Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition. You guys can check out that minor jackpot that every $50 it clicks up 4 balls, meaning it goes out all the time. But right after that, we get into what we're playing right now. After we played our first game of Lucky 4 Bingo, where you guys were unable to take home that $12,000 jackpot, we're now in these awesome 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, and you can see the prizes right in front of you with that $93 minor jackpot sitting at 52 balls, that major jackpot sitting at $12,089 that you can take home in 50 balls or less, and that mega jackpot sitting ominously in the background at $100,000 that you can take home in 43 balls or less.
Definitely some great stuff, but right now we're working on that $27 must-go prize. Lots of players are really close to taking this one home, and there it is. Already 2 wins during this happy hour. Brother Nate over at the Chart House in Lakeville taking home $27.60.
Oh yeah, I think that name change.
I want to figure out somehow to be able to give Brother Nate his points, because I know he figured out how to finally say put his name out there correctly.
Yeah,
as I'm assuming that it's Brother Nat out there playing that just figured out how to get Nate in there instead of just Nat. And Brother Nat, one of our top Jackpot Hunter players that I think is currently in a tie right now.
Yeah.
Maybe if you message in on our Facebook page, they can figure out how to combine those points or something, because we want to get those points to you, as you've been a top tier player in these standings for a really long time.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
I think he's still in our top 5, even though he's been playing over the last like 2 weeks under Brother Nate.
Oh yeah, that was like the same thing for Loser Dave when he switched over.
Yeah,
there was a good while where he was still in those standings.
Yeah, so we'll see if that can happen. Nikki, check in and let us know if there's a way to be able to combine up your points, or if you just have to run with the same name every single time to be able to get the right points on there. But we are getting enrolled into a game number 5. 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. Ooh, and she said, yeah, I think we can figure that out. So check in on Facebook if you want your points combined, Brother Knight, so that we can confirm that you were the former Brother Nat that was playing. And then hopefully that can help you boost your Jackpot Hunter standings. But just check in on Facebook or any of our social medias so that we can figure that out for you.
Oh, yeah, and if you ever have any other questions, you guys can always do that.
Yeah, Facebook page, great, helpful site to be able to get a lot of information. But you were talking about the happy hour bingo that we have happening. 2 games of Lucky 4 bingo, 23 games of Jackpot Hunter, and after all that action, we head into some Skull Bingo $1 edition that runs from 6 all the way till 7, and then from 9 all the way till 10. And there's a bunch of great jackpots in that one. A line prize of $0 that you can win in 10 balls or less grows really quickly. The large frame at $2,989. You can win in 43 balls or less, and then the coverall prize, definitely the one I think everyone's gonna have their eye out on, as it's at $55,199 that you can win in 50 balls or less.
Oh, yeah, that is a crazy jackpot, so make sure you guys come in, check that out. But last night, we just had a very successful MegaSota game night. Tony and Nikki took the helm and lead you guys through a ton of PGL action, just like they do every single Tuesday. And they lead you guys through that PGL action up until that Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale, where you guys could take home $9,557 in 54 balls or less.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't know how Tony and Nikki handle that MegaSota game night. We did it 2 weeks ago, and I was like, the lights feel brighter. I mean, I'm sweating now. There's a lot of big prizes happening.
There was like tears in my eyes.
I was like, oh no, what is happening right now? I don't know how to handle this. They do a great job of doing all those PGL games, giving out great prizes. I mean, it's always a blast when we get to see Tony and Nikki on air. Tonight, we're going to have another PGL night. The reason that Skull Bingo only runs from 6 to 7 and from 9 to 10, and that's our Wild Wednesday. It runs from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, and bunch of PGL tournament game action, even a high-low game that's in there, and a grand finale jackpot jungle game that you could take home $11,903 that you can win in 52 balls or less. But the important thing is that you can win that on a 25-cent card. Super fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely a lot of bang for your buck, so definitely come and check that out in between those times of Skull Bingo.
Yeah, super fun. We do have 40 balls dropped on this one as we're trying to give this out in 52 balls or less. People are 10 balls away, still in line to be able to get this one. We got Loud Chris, Hollywood, Hurricane, Bouncy, Fresh Start. Fresh Start just got signed up not too long ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anybody going to get close? We got DeJoy. It doesn't look like anybody is still in line to be able to take this one home. And so we'll probably be moving on to a $40 must-go prize. But that also means that minor jackpot will be clicking up from 52 to 56 as we head into a game number 6.
Oh, yeah. Getting closer to that second lucky game.
Yeah, if we can get it over $200 in that as we get into that game number 6, we'll have a really good shot at giving it out at 60 balls or less in game number 7.
Oh, yeah. So make sure you guys are getting clicked in for this next game. But before we get clicked in, we got Bob over at Johnny B's taking home $40 on that must-go prize. Good job, Bob.
Oh, yeah. Now we are getting that minor clicked up from 52 to 56. We'll see if we can give out this great prize in a lucky game number 6. But now we're going to get into a little bit of National Day action.
Oh, yeah.
And we got some good national days today, some international days. Really good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Kicking us off, we have International Firefighters Day. Although organized efforts to fight urban fires have been around for over 2 millennia, International Firefighters Day, IFFD, was first marked on May 4th, 1999. It's a day to salute the men and women who help keep us safe, protect our property, our communities, and our wilderness, and honor the men and women who have given their lives in the line of duty.
Oh, yeah. Really good stuff there. Always want to support those people that are putting their own lives at risk to be able to make the community better. Very selfless act to become a firefighter, and really huge stuff. Weirdest fact, though, that I've ever heard, we looked up fun facts about firefighters.
Oh, no.
And the craziest fun fact about the firefighters is that 100 of them per year get arrested for starting fires.
Oh yeah, that's common.
Like they're people
No,
who are obsessed with fires, and they go into that profession because of that. And then they're like, oh, the least likely to be suspected kind of thing. And then they're like setting fires on.
Yeah.
Like creating fires.
And it's not even like the people that do like the analysis part of like the fire, because there's like a whole like a way to like analyze like a house and like look at like how it burned down and stuff, see where it started and everything. Those are the people that are burning down the houses, and they would know how to get away with it.
Yeah,
it's just the firefighters.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. A firefighter needs 100 hours of training before legally being allowed to enter in the interior of a burning building.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think very fair. I was honestly surprised of how little it was, but I'm sure there's a lot more steps before that even 100 hours gets started in training, as you probably need some other certifications and stuff like that.
Well, that's got to be a pretty intense 100 hours.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. So how long do you think firefighters have to get dressed? Less than 2 minutes. This includes all of their gear, which can weigh from 80 to 100 pounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is really, really cool stuff. I mean, to put on 120 pounds in less than 2 minutes to get out there is a skill in itself, and it's really, really impressive stuff. Okay, Benjamin Franklin is responsible for the first fire company in Philadelphia. These firefighters were sometimes known as the Benjamin Franklin's Bucket Brigade. They would meet up monthly to discuss different techniques to fight fires.
Why can't we call them that now?
The Bucket Brigade?
No, Benjamin Franklin's
Bucket Brigade. I think that would be great.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
the Bucket Brigade. Bucket Brigade.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's a little harder to say.
Yeah, probably because Bucket Brigade. Ooh, see, it gets you every time. Brigade.
Yeah, because imagine you had to say that in a panic situation, and you're like, "Call the Bucket Brigade," and then you're not saying it correctly, and they're like, "What are you saying?
Call what?" Oh man,
yeah,
that wouldn't be fun.
So I think firefighters work a little bit better. But we'll see if there's any other crazy fun facts that we can find on this.
Oh wait, hold on. From 1603 to 1867, Japanese firefighters fought fires a different kind of way.
How?
They wet themselves with hoses so they would be less flammable, causing their uniforms to weigh up to 75 pounds.
Okay.
They used hooks on poles to try and pull the buildings down and smother the fire. They believed preventing the fire from spreading was more important than saving the burning structure itself. Only 5% of all recorded fires, which happened in Japan for centuries, resulted in death, seemingly proving their methods.
Wow, that's really interesting. I mean, obviously, probably now there's a lot more like technology that can go into preventing fires and stuff like that. But when you're talking about from 1603 to 1867,
when pulling down a whole structure with a group of guys wasn't that difficult.
Yes, exactly. And you could pull that down and actually smother the fire, and you didn't have that effective tool to be able to just like mass put out large fires.
Yeah, like specific foams and stuff, because they have like different like fire extinguishers for like different fires and stuff.
Exactly.
So like what they use for like per different type of fire definitely helps.
And so now I'm sure there's a lot more that that can go into stopping those fires, and they can save the building with the same likelihood of saving it as pulling down the entire structure.
Could you imagine seeing that now?
Oh, just someone pulling
like
down
your neighbor's house.
We do have a winner though. We got Free Willy splitting that up with over at RJ's on 5th Avenue and Free Willy at Wood Ticks Inn. They're both splitting $47.60. And that means as we are getting enrolled into this game number 7, a lucky game number 7, one of our lucky 4 numbers from Lucky 4 Bingo, it's going to be clicking up that minor jackpot from 56 to 60 balls or less. We'll see if we can give it out 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled in this next game.
Oh, yeah. But could you, like your neighbor and, like, all your other neighbors just, like, going around his building like with like soaking wet clothes, like trying to pull their house down?
That is a different level of fighting fires.
I couldn't.
No, I do. It did make me think of the entire fact that you said that 11 football players running into the side of your house. Your house will get on the what's the earthquake?
The tectonic.
Well,
like the seismograph?
Yes, whatever it's called, the detection, the how you detect
Did John tell you that maybe?
Was it John?
It might have been John.
It might have been John. It was like 11.
That sounds like a dumb fact that would have come from me, but it definitely wasn't.
It sounds like that. And then it was also semi-trucks can get on the earthquake scale as well when they're on the highway.
Yeah.
And you're like standing right next to the highway.
Yeah. I think I know that one.
Yeah, so interesting stuff, definitely. Oh, Invisible Man a little bit, Will. 1 minute to get enrolled into this next game, and $293 on the line in this game. If we can get it over $300 and we don't give it out in this game, number 7, it will be clicking up from that 60 ball amount to a 64 ball amount, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to do it in the next 45 seconds, but I'll definitely keep my eye out on it. We do have some more national days. There it is. Good job, guys, getting over $300. I had my doubts. And they proved me wrong. Getting $300 in that thing. So if we don't give it out in 60 balls or less, it will be clicking up from 60 to 64 balls or less. And I'm going to get into this next national day as it's Bird Day. We honored the feathered friends on several holidays called Bird Day in the United States. This day celebrates all kinds across North America.
Oh yeah, except for pigeons.
You don't like pigeons?
No, nothing wrong with
or
pigeons,
or they're fake.
No,
they're not real birds. I mean,
there are no real birds.
They didn't exist until the 1800s.
Really?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, the pigeons?
I'm making up things, guys. Do not listen to anything that I'm saying. Pigeons, I hope, existed before that.
You almost had me typing on the computer. Everyone was about to hear
I know, just be like, wait, pigeons were invented in 18.
Not invented. They first
When did pigeons first show up?
I was like, do we even what is the most recently? I guess I don't know about discovered animal, but when the first pigeons show up,
okay,
it just shows up in
5,000 years ago.
That's just what they're doing.
That's the earliest recording. Yeah, it's all fake.
Okay, I will say earliest recording in the first civilization of all time.
Yes.
Then fair.
Yeah,
so,
it definitely seems legit. Okay, pigeons may be real.
So happy birthday to pigeons, I guess.
But we're talking about birds. So do you have a favorite kind of bird?
My grandma really liked cardinals. I like blue jays. I think blue jays are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the cardinal just due to the fact that I lived in Arizona, and so I was a little bit of a fan of the Arizona Cardinals. But there's a lot of different birds that I really, really like. Probably my favorite, the one I chose during the Twins broadcast is penguins. Penguins are one of my favorites. There's multiple great movies that hold penguins as main characters. I can think of 3 childhood classics right off the top of my head that all
easy.
involve penguins.
Yeah.
And I can't think of another bird that's done that. And so I go penguins as my number 1.
Yeah, you would have to be right. I can't think of another bird that's been in.
There's Rio, which has good birds, but nowhere close to the Madagascar penguins,
no.
the Happy Feet penguins, the Surf's Up penguins.
That was the same 3 movies I had.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it has to be. I was trying to remember. There was another one, March of the Penguins. That was a classic.
We do have a winner, though. $80.60 going out to Fresh Start, splitting it with Tank and Oops. Fresh Start at, Tank at Shady's Railside, Oops at Flagship, and Fresh Start at
Bungalow Inn.
Yeah, good job to all those players. Now we're getting enrolled into a game number 8, and that jackpot is clicking up from 60 to 64 balls or less. Obviously, you guys know the deal here. It doesn't normally get over 64 balls, and so hopefully we can give it out in this game number 8.
Oh, yeah.
But, penguins are my top, at least movie-captured bird. Nikki, check in and let us know your favorite bird if you have one. But outside of that, my favorite, living bird that I see all the time, not something that I just see at the zoo or anything like that, would probably be it's going to be between a Woodpecker. That's gonna be my favorite. I always really liked woodpeckers. I even thought the knocking was cool. Like I didn't find it annoying whatsoever.
So annoying.
And
We had so many by my house.
yes.
In the summer, you would just always hear
I
it.
didn't grow up near woodpeckers very often until I moved to Michigan, and that's when I first started hearing woodpeckers. And so I honestly thought they were just cool when I first started hearing them.
That makes sense.
And I don't really get bothered by them too much. But I could totally see if you lived by a woodpecker for years,
Yeah.
I would totally go nuts.
It's like the
about
same
it.
ones. I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
Not,
exactly.
Maybe not.
And my favorite non-bird that can fly is the flying squirrel.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would have to go with a I forgot what they're called. Sugar gliders.
Sugar gliders.
Yeah, they're interesting. Not that fun to like handle or anything though.
Oh, okay.
They also smell pretty bad.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
funny. And then I love ostriches as well.
That's fair. Cranes. Nikki said cranes.
Oh,
That is a very solid choice.
that is a very, very good choice. One of the more elegant birds.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just look really good. I know a lot of cranes were out there. I think I'm trying to think. I think there was cranes out where I lived in Georgia, and
yeah, we have them here.
do we?
We have them in even in Mount Pleasant. There's some at least maybe not cranes, but
But I lived right near a swamp while I was in Georgia, and so I think there was a lot of cranes out there, and so it was really cool. But I think they're one of the cooler birds that don't disappoint. You know, like the flamingo, which disappoints me every single time because they're orange and not pink.
oh yeah, that bothers me.
I always hate that. They're like a peach color.
Yeah, it's like that ain't right.
No,
they're pink.
They're supposed to be like a bright neon pink.
It's like I don't know why everyone always told us it was like, yeah, they're pink because they eat shrimp, and it's like, nope.
No, they're orange. Terrible. But happy bird day, as there's a lot of really fun birds. Jordy's favorite, if you want to know, is a bald eagle. As she was like, it's like meeting a celebrity when you see a bald eagle.
It is, yeah. Because like every time someone sees it, it's like, oh man, there's a bald eagle. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You don't see them all that often.
No, it's one of the cooler things to be able to spot out.
Oh yeah. But next up on our national days, we have National Candied Orange Peel Day.
No, we missed one.
My apologies. Sorry for ruining it for everybody.
It's okay.
But we do have National Candied Orange Peel Day, which is observed annually on May 4th. And candied orange peels are boiled, sliced, and a sugared treat.
Yeah, candied orange peels, definitely tasty stuff. I personally have not had candied orange peels, though.
Yeah, it seemed kind of off to me. I've seen someone eat an orange peel in front of me, and I
Eat like an orange peel or a candied orange peel?
no, like an orange peel.
Because, like, I could totally get behind candied orange peels over actual, just like
No,
eating a
this was-
straight up orange
This is like
peel.
biting through the peel and everything.
Oh, so, like eating a banana without taking the.
But it was
it
a whole
off.
orange. He didn't like after the first bite. He didn't stop.
Kind of like
and
ate it
I don't
like an
even think
apple.
I don't even think he was like trying to do it for like any reason.
It was just eating it like an apple.
I think that's just how he eats oranges. I've seen him do it more than once.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it was a little odd. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen someone eat an orange without peeling it before that.
Yeah, I have never heard of that before at all.
I had neither.
But I mean, orange peels super tasty. Candy them up. I mean, I feel like that can't go wrong as you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get that citrus flavor. Seems like sugary oranginess. I think that can't go wrong. We do have a winner though.
Oh yeah, we got Buckled Bow over at American Legion Forest Lake taking home that Minor and Musco prize. Good job.
Yeah, really good stuff for that winner. 500, closing in on $600. Really good stuff on that one. We'll see what the total is when Nikki gives us that game number 8 total. But we are now getting rolled into a game number 9. That minor jackpot, don't worry about it. It will be growing pretty quickly. Already at $15, and we have 2 minutes and 16 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. But I did kind of give a little bit of a hint that we missed a national day, and so we'll hop into that one. But before we do that, we do have a total.
Oh yeah, Buckle. I think it's D.L. Bowman actually changing his name a little to Buck D.L. Bowman. He was able to take home $598.
Yeah, it could be someone who doesn't like D.L. Bowman too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it could easily. But
nah.
you know,
It's Bucks.
Yeah, he just likes deer hunting. That's
Yeah,
what it
come
is.
on.
But we do have National Weather Observers Day. National Weather Observers Day on May 4th provides a day for the people who enjoy watching and observing the weather.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I like looking at the weather. I think no matter what kind of, we were literally talking about in the beginning of the day how we had all the shades up so that all the sun could come into the office during today, and it just made the day a little bit better. But there's also good ways to, I feel like, observe all kinds of different weather.
Yeah, there is. Especially when it's raining or something, you could always watch the rain come down. It's
Oh,
always,
for sure.
pretty calming.
Like sitting in the corner of your house with like a book near a window while it's raining is always a nice mood setter. There's also trying to think of other great ways. Hey, have you ever been a big watcher of Storm Chasers?
I used to watch Storm Chasers sometimes.
Okay.
It used to be pretty fun.
I watched it like very, very far and in between when I watched the episodes of Storm Chasers, but every time I watched it, I was super intrigued by it, and I think it's absolutely insane what they do.
Yeah, especially because every time they talk about the like their fitted vehicle that they had or something, and I still wouldn't trust it.
No, I would be so scared. I would be so scared about that tornado or whatever they're chasing.
You don't mess with nature is my idea.
No.
Like, if it's not something like that, like, I don't know. I'm taking shelter.
Yes,
Any tornado, any like any catastrophe. Like, I'll look at the tornado for a little while. I'll be, man, that's cool, and then I'll go inside.
And then you're going right inside.
I'm not chasing it.
Oh no! I'm not gonna ever probably be a storm chaser. I think that is a job for people with a little bit more guts than I do.
Yeah.
As you will find me in the basement under a table, and that is where you will find me in any kind of tornado warning.
Oh yeah, anything like that. Did you ever have any hurricane scares while you were down state?
No, I don't think I had any big hurricane scares. I had a few tornado scares while I was down in Georgia.
All right.
Like there was one that took down a bunch of trees on a golf course right outside my neighborhood one time. But outside of that, that was it.
Yeah. California, I just had earthquakes.
Earthquakes?
Wasn't that bad.
I've never experienced the earthquake that I could feel.
It's interesting. When you're in like a top level of a house, it really just feels like you're how I think of it now is like just feeling like really like sick and queasy almost, because like the whole house is literally just like you can feel it like shifting. Like
really?
You can like just feel the whole building like wave like that.
Yeah, like I've been around for earthquakes that happened, but they were so little that the general public didn't pick them up, kind of thing. And but that seems absolutely insane to experience those kinds.
Oh yeah, they're pretty cool.
But California's right on that fault line, and so they get them all the time.
Yeah.
But happy National Weather Observers Day. There's always some crazy, storm chaser observers, or you can just enjoy, sitting out on your porch on a nice swing chair and looking at the good weather that you're getting treated to during the summertime.
Oh yeah, and next up on our national days, continuing on with the orange theme, it seems.
Yes.
We have National Orange Juice Day. On May 4th, National Orange Juice Day recognizes America's most popular breakfast drink. Orange juice holds a large margin over second place apple juice too. People have been waking up to a glass of orange juice for many years and enjoying health benefits that it gives them.
Yeah.
I'm very glad about this day. Finally, I feel like it gave me some gratification almost, because I used to argue with people over whether or not orange juice was better than apple juice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've always been an apple juice kind of guy, to be
like
honest.
orange juice.
Like, I can totally admit that the orange juice is the better of the, if I was talking outside of my personal opinion. We do have Mike G over at Eagles Brainerd taking home $18.80 in this game number 9. We are now going to get enrolled into a game number 10 with all those jackpots continue to grow into this next game.
Oh, yeah.
But, I've always been more of a apple juice guy. But what I've really always been is a grape juice guy. That's where I've really found my love in juice. Grape juice has always been the top of the line for me.
Yeah. I will say cranberry pomegranate juice.
Ooh, I've liked that as I've gotten older. I didn't like cranberry juice necessarily as a kid.
I
didn't
never minded it.
I always thought it was a little bit too bitter. I liked really sweet things when I was a kid, and as I've gotten older, the sweet things give me more of a stomach ache. I'm not huge into all the sugar and stuff like that in those sweeter drinks. But as a kid, grape juice, apple juice. They had such a sweet flavor. It was so good.
See, like living with my grandparents for a good chunk of time, it was either I drank like the cranberry juice or I had to drink the prune juice, and it was cranberry juice all the way.
Or Diet Vernors.
Oh no, not even. No, it was in California too.
Oh, so
they didn't
Canadian
even have
Dry.
burners. Yeah,
Canadian Dry.
I'm talking Canadian Dry. No, my grandma was like addicted to Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi was.
So like my grandma had a whole fridge in the garage filled with Pepsi, right? And then my grandpa drank nothing but like Miller Lite, prune juice, and cranberry juice.
Hey, you know, always loved those drinks. My grandma was always a Coca-Cola gal.
So our grandmas would not have gotten along.
Yeah,
then.
you know, they would have battled it out.
Yeah.
No, and then
Mortal
it
enemies.
was so sad when she moved over to Coke Zero or Diet Coke.
Oh no, not the aspartame.
Yeah, she moved over to that, and that's what she drinks. I don't even see her with Coca-Cola that often anymore. But it used to be stocked when I was a kid because I used to always have myself one of those little mini soda
the mini
pops.
cans. I like those, and they're even a little thinner too. I like those. Those were perfect size for kids.
Oh, definitely is.
I used to miss the mini soda cans that were like shorter like that.
Yeah.
They used to sell them. I even forgot they had like this small brand. They used to sell them like that.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different kinds of them. It was super good.
It was awesome.
But we were talking about orange juice, and orange juice, one of those top tier juices, and you know you can use it for breakfast any time of the day, really.
Oh yeah.
Because you know you can also mix it into whatever drink you're drinking at the bar. Get yourself a nice
like a screwdriver or something. That's not bad.
Why am I blanking on? Never mind. Tequila Sunrise, does that have orange juice in it?
It does, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So, hey, enjoy yourself a little bit of orange juice, however you're having, whether it's just a plain glass of orange juice or you want to have a little fun tonight and enjoy playing a little bit of Pilot games with yourself, one of those mixed drinks.
Oh, yeah.
We do have some more national days to get into, though, as we got National Renewal Day. Observed annually on May 4th, National Renewal Day provides an opportunity for new beginnings.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe reminding someone whose birthday today to renew their driver's license.
Yeah, something like that as well. Definitely always like being able to renew something. Whenever I renew like my gym membership, I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I still go to the gym.
I still do.
I still do. Really good stuff.
I guess it's better than renewing it and then like still not going. It's like having it for like a just in case.
No, that's
I'd feel bad.
I've always been like, okay, how much does it take for me to get a day pass? If I don't go enough to have it be worth that I could like paying for just a day pass would be more cost effective for me then I'm doing terrible at the gym. Like I need to cancel my membership and I need to figure out or whatever it is.
That's a smart way to go.
Super. I got to be making money on the deal.
Yeah.
Definitely stop. National Renewal Day. And we do have one more national day, which we've already gotten into some of the movies of this national day. But it is National Star Wars Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you each year on National Star Wars Day. Or is it May the Force be with you? It all depends on whether or not you like puns.
Yeah,
There's even more. There's one for tomorrow.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's tomorrow?
Revenge of the 5th.
Oh, yes, I do. It doesn't work nearly as well, though.
What? It works perfectly.
But you don't use May. That's the whole point of the May the 4th be with you. Like it's got the full
but
month
it's the
and
next
day. Yeah, it is really good. We do have Hollywood over at Wilton Liquor Store taking home $20.40 in this game number 10. Now we're getting rolled into a game number 11. Getting rolled, press play. All the jackpots should be growing and rolled into this next one.
Oh yeah, I'm just an advocate for every day being Star Wars Day.
Every day should be Star Wars Day. It's one of my childhood classics. Do you have a favorite Star Wars movie?
Okay, Phantom Menace, just because Darth Maul. Darth Maul was
really.
So my dad had us start him in he didn't have a start in chronological order, but I do remember seeing when Phantom Menace first came out.
Yes.
I was a kid.
Oh, super good.
Well, I wasn't a kid. I didn't see it when it first came out, but I watched it when I was young. And so It was definitely one of my favorite movies as a kid.
It
was up there with the really what's known as a bad Godzilla movie, the Matthew Broderick one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get that. It's a really fun kids movie. Those prequels I really liked as a kid.
Yeah.
But like rewatching them, they don't hold up nearly as well. Where I feel like the original series holds up just as good or just as bad as I remember whatever it was. And I absolutely love the original series. And so my favorite has to be the one where Luke switches to the green saber.
I think he doesn't.
He gets his hand chopped off, gets the green saber.
He loses his dad's original lightsaber.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes to build his own.
I think it's in 2.
It's in yeah. I think
The
it's
second
in
of the
It's
original.
in Revenge of the Sith.
Is it in the Revenge of the Sith? Okay. But I think that one's my favorite of the entire Star Wars series. We'll have to look up the Star Wars series for me to even know all the different ones. Ben said his favorite was The Last Jedi. As a joke. It's not. That was the newest one that just came out. But what are the 3 movies to the original trilogy?
Okay, so A New Hope. Let's see. I don't know why I'm blanking on the rest of the names because I've been mixing up all of them since like the new ones came out. Since the.
Oh, because there's a lot of names that are very, very similar.
Yeah, with just like the mix up.
But yeah, the Star Wars movies. The original series is A New Hope. Then you got Empire Strikes Back, and then the final one is Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is my favorite of the third of the series.
Yeah.
Where he trains with Yoda and everything like that. Yeah. Super, super good.
Yeah. I definitely realized after I said Revenge of the Sith, I was like, Revenge of the Sith is definitely episode 3.
Yes, that is, as you got in the prequels, you got Phantom Menace, then Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah.
Super cool stuff. You've been keeping up with the newer Star Wars stuff with Mandalorian and everything like that.
I really like Mandalorian.
Have you? So you like their shows a lot better than the movies, the Disney movies that have come
the
out.
shows that have been coming out have been awesome.
I think they do a really good job with it.
Super excited for Obi-Wan.
Yes, I think it's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, I think Obi-Wan's going to be great, especially with like Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen coming back. I think Hayden Christensen deserves I think he deserves a second chance.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's iconic in my head as Anakin, so that's what I wanted to. But he did not do a good job acting-wise in those movies.
Yeah, but I guess if you really look at his lines, I don't think there was any good way to approach some of those.
No,
I really don't. How do you go from the conversation Padme was having with Anakin?
It has
to
nothing.
talking about hating sand.
The acting.
There's no
The
correlation.
acting problem has nothing to do with lines for me. Has nothing to do with any of the verbal conversation that happens between people. It's the awkward looks and stares between him and Padme. Absolutely hate it. It makes me feel uncomfortable throughout the entire trilogy, and it just is so uncomfortable for me to watch half the time.
Okay. I'm gonna explain this. I think the easiest way to explain how awkward Hayden Christensen was. Could you imagine Gordon in space being trained by like Ewan McGregor?
Yes. Yeah,
and then he gets tossed in, and he's like, I'm gonna get a girlfriend.
It's some princess wants him,
No.
and it's like, and then he doesn't know how to act. That's what it was. It was
like I have my one friend. I have a friend who I've heard him his idea of like talking to a girl. He would ask him if they liked lamps, saying I don't like sand. It's pretty close.
Yeah. No,
After seeing actual seeing it as a kid, I was like, this is bad. Seeing it like being a high schooler and then looking at some people, and I'm like, that's definitely how Anakin was acting.
That's hilarious. We do have Pat over at Flagship Isles taking home $23.80. Good job, Pat. But he wasn't in high school during those movies. Was he? He wasn't high school age.
Oh, not like the actor.
No, but I'm talking the character, Anakin.
Yeah.
He was. I don't think he was.
He was like 16 or something.
Was he?
When he was like talking to Padme during one of the times. When he comes back after being after going around with Obi-Wan for a while, I'm pretty sure Anakin's only like 16, 17.
Okay, let's see. How old was Anakin during the prequels? Anakin was 20 in Episode 2 and was 9 in Episode 1. So, yeah, he was 20 in the second one. That makes sense.
Yeah. 1 year away from being a teenager.
Yeah, exactly. And so he shouldn't be acting like that anymore. If you are the most powerful Jedi in the entire world, or like supposedly the strongest with the Force, you should have a little bit more social cues than that. He can read people's minds, for crying out loud, with the Force.
I don't know about reading people's minds.
Okay, he can influence people's minds.
Yeah, influence.
Which
is close. That's if you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can. There's definitely been something in Star Wars.
And still didn't know how to interact with people. And
No.
so I need to watch the Star Wars series. As I'm talking a bunch of trash about the prequels and everything like that, absolutely love watching them. I'll watch them over and over again as long as I can still watch them.
Now, see, if you would have said that the worst thing about the prequels would have been Watto, I would have been A-okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the worst things is Jar Jar Binks now.
Yeah, well,
that was great as a kid. Loved Jar Jar Binks as a kid. I want him to take over the world.
I love those series that the internet has made Star Wars so much better than Disney ever could.
Oh, if they could just run with like a Reddit trail of like a storyline.
The theory of Jar Jar Binks being a Sith cracks
That's
me
real.
up.
That's like not a fan theory. That's like in the books.
Oh, there's none of the books are canon anymore.
Oh, really?
Disney retconned everything.
Oh yeah, Disney, but I don't consider Disney
The lead of canonical.
The lead of canonical Star Wars. I consider the books that were
that's fair.
were based off the original movies.
I don't know. Was there a Jar Jar Binks Sith book?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I remember reading it. I think I'm like 90% sure, but we can look it up to make sure. While we are looking up Jar Jar Binks evil, we'll talk about some Twins news, as they have been nothing but evil to the baseballs as they keep on winning games, just scoring a bunch of points, hitting them out of the park, and we are 15-9 so far this season. And getting a really good game in was Ryan Jeffers, who hit a tie-breaking 3-run homer in the 6th inning, and the surging Minnesota Twins beat the Baltimore Orioles 7-2 Tuesday night for their 4th straight victory. The Twins have won 12 of 13 to move 6 games over 500 and into first place in the AL Central, which does not have another team with a winning record. Minnesota has outscored the opponents 63-25 during this 13-game stretch, and including a 25-7 point differential during the current 4-game win streak. Really, really cool stuff. But are you finding anything about Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
Is he actually evil? Did he ever become evil? Well, today we actually have a game happening, and just like an hour from now, the Twins are going to be taking on the Orioles again. They'll be in Baltimore at 6:05, taking them on. Hopefully, we can keep on this stretch, get another win, as the Orioles are not one of those great teams. And you guys can even get a little bit of Minnesota Twins action by playing the great ETAB game, Twins Win.
Oh yeah, very excited for this Twin season. They've been doing awesome.
Yeah, they have.
But the Jar Jar Binks thing. They're releasing a new book. There's a new book that's being released by a publisher that could support it.
Oh, okay.
It seems that it's going to be supporting it. But at one point, George Lucas said in the documentary that talked about the Phantom Menace, he did talk about saying how Jar Jar Binks was like the key to the series.
Yes.
And then let's see, the actor Ahmed Best tweeted that it feels really good when the hidden meaning behind the work of the scene is seen, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
That's interesting. So maybe Jar Jar Binks comes back as evil. We do have Pat and Pat Moore over at Stubby's Tavern and Blue Denim splitting up that Musco prize of $22.40. Good job to both those players. And now we're getting enrolled into a game number 13. Ooh. And that minor jackpot will be clicking up from 52 to 56 in this game number 13. Super exciting stuff. Yeah, I know for sure, though, that there was a Sith Wookiee.
Yeah, there was.
There was 100% a Sith Wookiee.
Yeah.
and because that's like a cover of a book that I saw when I was like a very little kid, and I always thought that was so cool.
Oh yeah.
But let's move on from all Star Wars, from all different things, because we talked about our twins, and let's talk about Twins Bingo, because we play that from 12 to 1 every single day, and you guys earn points towards the Twiking Zone while you're playing those games. And our Twiking Zone has been really tight-knit, as there's a lot of close races.
Oh yeah, starting off in 10th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 94,000 points. Shortly ahead in 9th place, we got Bryce over at Atomic Star Tavern with 95,000 points. Only 1,000 points between the two of them. In 8th place, closing in on that 100,000 point goal, we got Puba over at Brian Sports Bar and Grill with 99,000 points. In 7th place, we got Mikey Wins over at Steve-O's with 117,000 points. In 6th place, with 119,000 points, we have Yo-Yo over at Riverside Store and Tavern. In 5th place, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue with 124,000 points. With 135,000 points in 4th place, we got GTZ over at Sal's Bar and Grill. In 3rd place is Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 148,000 points. In 2nd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 160,000 points. And in 1st place with a commanding lead, we have Scrub Eye over at American Legion Fridley with 207,000 points.
Woo, really, really good stuff there. But in the location side of these standings, in 10th place, we got Main Street Pub in Kimball with 155,000 points. With 158,000 points in 9th place, we got Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 8th place is VFW Blaine with 171,000 points. With 223,000 points in 7th place, we got our place on 3rd in Faribault. 6th place is Steve O's in Crystal with 242,000 points. With 267,000 points in 5th place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue. 4th place is Eagles Rochester with 273,000 points. 3rd place with 319,000 points, we got American Legion Fridley. 2nd place is Corky's Bar South Haven with 423,000 points. And with 682,000 points in 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park.
Oh yeah, good job to all those locations and the players playing at them. But if you guys want to try something outside of our regular scheduled bingo, you can check out some of our e-tabs. Right now we're listening to Persian Dreams. It's awesome. It's got everything you would expect from Persian Dreams.
Oh yeah,
especially with they got the nice little architecture on the little cabinet they have there. Really awesome ring.
Oh, I love the game design. It feels like you're in some kind of palace.
Yeah,
like you're in Aladdin, and it's some kind of palace you're in.
Oh yeah, there's even like a bowl with like all sorts of, it looks like almost like winnings on the ground.
Oh, for sure. You got the gold coins everywhere scattered. You got some kind of what are they called? I don't even, lamps? Is that what they are? I don't even know what those are. Pots that you can pour stuff out of. It's interesting. So definitely check out Persian Dreams. It should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about the like the genie's lamp, like the?
Yeah, but I don't. They're not genie lamps like that. They're like a long stem. Still have like the teapot look to it, but I don't.
I'm not sure if they have a specific name.
I don't know what name. They
probably do.
Yeah. Well, if you guys know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, check out Persian Dreams, and then you can let us know if you know the name of it, or if you just know the name from the really broad description we gave to it right there, you can let us know as well. But we do have 50 different Charitable tab games, so try any of them. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. There's awesome bonus and free play rounds as well.
Oh yeah, but we got some really fun music history for you guys. And in 1974, Grand Funk's cover of The Locomotion hits #1 in America. It's the second time the song has topped the chart. Little Eva's original went to #1 in 1962.
Yeah, so over a decade later, 12 years later, Grand Funk's cover was able to get to #1 as well.
Yeah, and now that's stuck in my head.
Yeah, love.
It's kind of it's a little too catchy of a song.
The Locomotion. Yeah. Super, super good song. Jordy says it's one of those songs, though, she can never listen to ever again because how many of her little kid dance routines were to this song?
Oh, that's fair.
We do have a winner. It's Pat over at Flagship in Isles, taking home that Musco prize of $37.80. In this game, number 13, we're now getting get enrolled into a game number 14.
Oh, yeah. My sister can't listen to Do You Love Me by the Contours.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
my sister did it for a dance thing at like her school as a kid.
Interesting.
She was like, I do not like that song
Is
anymore.
there any songs that you just completely can't listen to now just because over listen to whatever it is? Any
let's see.
AC/DC songs?
Not AC. Sometimes Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. What?
I don't think I have a single Bon Jovi song downloaded on my phone.
Really? Is there one that you can you like? If someone put it on, you'd be like, "Can we please skip this?"
No,
Like,
I don't think
kinda
I'd ever
thing.
ask someone else to skip it.
Okay.
I would just like listen to it.
Uh-huh.
But like if it ever came on like my phone or if it was like the radio in my car, I'd probably
Yes. You turn it real quick. Which one is like the guarantee Bon Jovi skip?
Okay. You can never skip Dead or Alive. That's
I feel like
understandable.
that's just wrong.
But I will say It's My Life.
Oh,
That's it.
It's my life. It's now or never.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get that one. I don't know. I like these songs. I like Bon Jovi. I think it's fun. I'm into that kind of music, and I definitely haven't over listened to it. I'm trying to think of which one I just am like, turn it off. I don't want to listen to this song. There's a lot, but like
There's a good chunk that are on like mostly TikTok.
yes, there's a lot of songs that I'm just like, I can't listen to anymore because they became famous TikTok sounds. And then I'm like, wow, you just ruined a perfectly good song for me.
It's like, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Like there was one song that me and Jordy had been listening to for probably the past 2 years. It blew up on TikTok, and we hadn't listened to it in like months just due to that. Like it was a consistent listen to for the 2 years prior.
Oh,
and
yeah?
then it blew up on TikTok, and we were like, okay, we're not listening to this anymore.
Like,
We're
this is
done.
done.
Yeah, exactly. But always crazy stuff like that. Another crazy thing happened on today as Locomotion hit number 1 for the second time, being covered, covering Little Eve's original version that went number 1 in 1962. Grand Funk's version was able to hit number 1 in 1974. Next up, in 1991, Governor Ann Richard declares ZZ Top Day in Texas, honoring the group for bringing the powerful beat of Texas Boogie to enthusiastic audiences across the globe. And it is still ZZ Top Day in Texas. And so
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely some really cool stuff there.
Do they do anything special to celebrate it?
Yeah, does Texas do anything on ZZ Top Day? Let's find out.
They'll get the beards going and everything.
Let's see. Yeah, obviously it got declared May 4th, but in 1991 was when it declared. The band performed at Super Bowl. I'm trying to figure out why they.
31.
Yeah, they performed at the Super Bowl in 1997, but that doesn't give me a reason on why there's a national day there in Texas. Let's see, where did he live in Texas? He lived in Frankston, Texas. That's where his group was then formed in the Houston area. That's really, really cool. Well,
Yeah, that's awesome. It makes sense. Kind of goes with the Keep Austin Weird thing.
Happy ZZ Top Day. It's not National ZZ Top Day, but it's Texas ZZ Top Day, and everything's
Close enough to national.
yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. So,
yeah.
happy National ZZ Top Day. Now we can talk about what you guys need to be signed up for before you head into tonight, and that is PGL.World. Why do they want to get signed up?
Oh, yeah, because it's a PGL night, and because you
Exactly.
guys have so many benefits. Because when you become a member of the PGL, you get access to insider information, which includes a monthly newsletter that has a lot of information in it, and you also get to compete for some points, where you guys will be in the best of the best in the standings, competing with all the other players. And there's a Player Connect app where you can talk with other players. They also have fun mini games on there sometimes.
Yeah, and you could use literally the exact same sign up that you set up at PGL.World to sign into that Player Connect
That
app.
actually makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because I forget passwords.
Oh yeah, I don't like multiple sign-ins.
I've had the same password
I
since
want
third
one
grade.
name and password that can get me into as many things as possible. That's
Yeah.
what I want. And so I love that you can do that, getting both things to work. And also when you get signed up, you get into our new PGL member spotlight. Some of these new players are Embry, 1331. We got Schnazza, Mr. Sparky, or Mrs. Parky, however you'd like to say it. Shorty 12, Boo Hoo, Tommy 1979, Swan Pond, Kiki, Scotty Too Hottie, and Sumna.
But we do have a couple winners with Sports Chick over at EJ's Bottle, Dana B over at Our Place on third, Pat over at Flagship Isle, and Cindy over at Rainey's, and Tiny T, and Suds,
Wow.
and Chop. Okay, they will all be splitting up that $35 Musco prize.
You each get $1.
And maybe some change.
That's what it feels like. That was a huge split in that game. I can't believe it went so many different ways. I mean, good win right there. You guys are going to be taking home some jackpot 100 points by getting that win. And that minor jackpot is going to continue to grow into this one. It's staying at 56 balls or less, though, as we're getting enrolled into this game number 15. And that means we're going to have to wait for game number 16 for it to click up from 56 to 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a favorite name on the new PGL standings?
Oh, it's got to be Scotty Too Hottie.
That was going to be mine, but honestly, it's going to have to be Swan Pond.
Swan Pond is a good one, too, especially on Bird Day.
Yeah,
You know, you're giving the bird its due.
Yeah, and like swans aren't as aggressive as geese, so I feel pretty okay by being like, yeah, swans.
Yeah, I used to.
Geese scare me.
A little fun fact: my college campus, my freshman year, had geese all over the place because we were right next to a river, and they were extremely aggressive.
Yeah, they are.
And but like obviously that's not gonna stop me from antagonizing them. I was an idiot. I was a freshman in college. I mean, who else? What else are you gonna do?
What's changed?
And so like I just remember like I was like listen, I'm gonna run through this group of geese, and then I'm taking off. And my friend's like, why would you do that? Like what's going through your head? And so I run through this group of geese, and as soon as I run through the group of geese, I turn back around and start running towards him. So, and he's like, no, and then he starts. Because now he's worried. They ended up not even chasing me, and he got worried for nothing.
Yeah.
But it was funny enough.
Oh, man.
And there was definite times where I was like walking into my dorm. It was more times that I wasn't paying attention that they like came after me than like when I was actually like trying to get like creep close to them or anything like that. It was super funny.
Oh yeah, I saw this one video of like one goose just terrorizing this entire workplace. But like they were like holding him hostage at the door.
Oh my goodness!
Anytime one of them would open the door, he'd like chase at it.
Oh gosh! So
Yeah.
they couldn't leave their workplace?
No, they were just stuck there. I would have been asking for overtime and crawled out a window.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, birds are insane.
Oh
though.
yeah, no, like they don't care, especially not geese.
No, there's certain birds that they do not. They are the predator,
Oh yeah,
and you are the prey.
Yeah.
Owls. Owls, are they aggressive?
oh they'll take your cat.
Oh, I knew that, but I didn't
Yeah.
know if they ever attack humans or anything like that.
Yeah.
I've always thought owls were really cool, though.
They
like,
are cool.
If I could get a pet bird, like I'd want a pet owl.
Yeah, I would definitely get an owl if I could get any. Like I don't know about any bird. Yeah, I'd probably get an owl. Owls are probably the coolest of them.
Owls are cool, or just one that
hawk.
it could be really well trained. Like I don't know how hard it is to train different bird species, and so I'd probably want either an owl, which I think is like the coolest bird to have, or
Yeah.
like the easiest to train bird, so that I can have them do like really cool tasks.
Like a falcon.
Like something like that.
Do you know that people use like I don't know if it's a hawk or a falcon, so I wouldn't quote me on whichever like one it is, but I have seen people use them to like they use them for hunting even.
Okay.
I've seen one take down a deer.
Wow.
Like-
That's crazy.
Now it wasn't that big of a deer. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh.
just a doe, but still like it knocked it down and everything.
Birds are crazy powerful. They're
Yeah.
some elite hunters.
But imagine, you could just send a falcon to the grocery store. If you could get a falcon to take a deer down for you, you could probably get it to pick up some bread.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
it
some
just
eggs.
flies right out. It should be an easy trip.
Yeah, you just put some money in its beak.
yeah,
It shows up.
definitely.
It has a little backpack.
But yeah, great bird stuff. We do have to get into some PGL stuff as we have a PGL night tonight. And just last night, Tony and Nikki were here giving out a bunch of PGL points, giving us a few shakeups in these PGL standings.
Oh, yeah, we love to see shakeups. But kicking off, we got 10th place, Big Pimpin', But before we go over these standings, we got a winner with Oops over at Flagship Isle, taking home $34 on that must-go prize.
Yeah, good job, Oops. And that means that minor jackpot's clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less as we are getting into this game number 16.
Ooh, yeah. But kicking off these PGL standings, in 10th place is Big Pippin over at the Owl by Gilbert with 978,000 points. I was really hoping to see him hit that 1 million point club.
So close.
Oh, yeah. But in 9th place, previously in 8th, getting pushed back, we got Ted over at the Sunshine Depot with 1,041,000 points. In 8th place, previously 9th, and rising up, we got Nixon over at VFW Roseville with 1,085,000 points. In 7th place, previously in 6th, also getting pushed back, we have Reyes 22 over at American Legion Morristown with 1,088,000 points. In 6th place, previously in 7th, swapping places with Reyes 22, we have Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 1,145,000 points. In 5th place, we got Bryce over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 1,211,000 points. So far, one of the rare people that are just holding on to their spot. But in 4th place, we got Forget You D over at Eagles Austin with 1,328,000 points. In 3rd place is Big Dog over at Rustic Saloon with 1,742,000 points. In 2nd place, we got Keith over at Billy's Rockford with 1,778,000 points. And in 1st place, getting even closer to that 2 million point club, we got Bam Bam over at Stewart Village and Post with 1,980,000 points.
Whew, good job to all of those players. We'll see who can, if Bam Bam can get into the 2 million point club by tonight.
Oh, yeah, we're really hoping so.
Yeah, should be some fun stuff. But in the location side of these standings, in 10th place, we got Neighbors Pub Dover with 3,835,000 points. With 3,838,000 points. In 9th place, we got Atomic Star Tavern in Mankato. 8th place is Poppers in Virginia with 3,901,000 points. 7th place, we get into the 4 million point club with VFW Northfield with 4,098,000 points. With 4,147,000 points in 6th place, we got Leo's Sports Bar Mazeppa. 5th place is Blasco's Embassy Bar in St. Peter with 4,524,000 points. Getting bumped back from 3rd into 4th, we got Neeson's Gaylord with 4,895,000 points. Moving up from 4th into 5th with a big jump up, it's American Legion Cleveland, slightly, only 2,000 points ahead of Neeson's Gaylord with 4,897,000 points.
Wow, that is basically a tie.
Yeah, we'll see who can come out on top after tonight. But in 2nd place, we got Billy's Rockford with 5,842,000 points. And in 1st place, we got Third Rail Bar and Grill in Big Lake with 6,361,000 points.
Woo, good job to all those locations and the players playing in them.
Yeah, super, super good stuff. And we are hoping that we can have some really good stuff tonight for our Minnesota Wild. We have had a really good season. I mean, there's no doubt about that. 53 wins, 22 losses, and 7 overtime losses. One of the best seasons our Minnesota Wild has ever had. But we didn't get started off in the playoffs on the right foot as we lost one of our home ice games, as we lost the first game to the St. Louis Blues with Perrin having a hat trick and assist. He was able to lead those Blues to a 4-0 victory over our Wild in Game 1 of the first round series.
Oh, yeah, but the Wild are going to be back in better than ever tonight when they're playing against them at 8:30. So if you guys want to show them a little bit of support, you can play Let's Go Wild today at your favorite Minnesota sports bar, and maybe check out that Slapshot bonus round.
Yeah, it should be some really, really good stuff. I'm hoping that they can get the win tonight. I mean, we need the win tonight to create that 1-1 series so that we can head over to St. Louis and feel confident that we can at least leave St. Louis with a tied 2-2 series.
Yeah, we're really hoping for something like that. It would definitely be awesome to, just walk the Blues real quick. Get it done real quick.
It'd be so much easier if we can get a win here and then back-to-back wins over in St. Louis. Would be a really, really nice game. But we do have 48 balls dropped on this one. We're trying to give this out in 60 balls or less, and we got 10 balls to do so. Players are 6 balls away right now as we got Car Guys, Player, BJM, Curtis. We'll see who can win this. And as you guys are trying to get after this, I have a fishing report to get into. As we're checking in with the Lake of the Woods Tourism, this was updated today by Outdoors Weekly.
Oh,
Super cool stuff. And we're checking in with the South End. The ice is slowly melting on the big body of water called Big Traverse Bay. There's plenty of ice, but with temps this week in the high 60s and a warm spring sun and strong outflow from the Rainy River and other rivers and streams, ice will be deteriorating fast.
Oh, yeah, but we got a winner. Lucky over at Double R Saloon, really pulling after his name, taking home that minor and must-go prize.
Yeah, good job, Lucky. And we're going to be taking a break for this game number 17, and we'll be back for that game number 18.
Oh, yeah.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Hey guys, and we are back and better than ever. We were just watching that Break the Bank commercial.
Yeah.
Got distracted a bit by it and weren't in here a minute early. But crazy. Looks like a really, really fun game.
It does. It looks awesome. And I was, we were just mesmerized by it, really.
I was
captivated.
And then I saw the bonus round where you get to pick out the different safety boxes.
Yeah.
And you can win huge prizes if you pick the right one. That looks like a really fun game. Can't wait for it to hit your guys' iPads tomorrow.
It's a shame that you can't weigh the safety deposit boxes.
Just shake
like,
them
give it
around a
quick
bit.
Shake. Like that's what I would do in a bank.
Exactly.
I'd be like, do I hear some gems?
Christmas present type stuff right there.
It's actually just like a watch, though, you know.
Yeah. It was. Did you have a favorite sound that you got from when you shook a Christmas present?
I liked when there wasn't I liked when it was when it didn't move much, but it was a thud. But I will say my favorite sound would be when it was like a box that was it's pretty big, it's a decent sized box, and you shake it, and then you hear Legos.
So good, and so good. The Lego sound, top tier.
Now there was one year that I had been begging to get the Lego Death Star for so long. Which, by the way, if anyone knows, that thing was $400.
It was huge. It was so cool.
It was awesome, and it came with 30 minifigures or something. And I look at it now, and there's I'm not sure how if it's even selling for that much. But I'm pretty sure someone was selling one for $1 million.
Really? That is crazy.
My childhood heart just broke.
You're no.
Because I never got it.
Exactly. My favorite one, which I actually thought was cooler than the Death Star, was I got one of the the big triangle ships.
Oh, you got a Star Destroyer.
Yes, a Star Destroyer. I had a Star Destroyer.
I've seen
that
those.
Didn't have it had different latches that you could
Yep.
open up
Yep.
for it, and it was a bunch of different rooms in the Star Destroyer, and there was a bunch of different characters.
Yeah.
That was the big project that me, my dad, all my siblings all got in on, and we all built the Star Destroyer.
That's awesome.
For one Christmas.
Yeah, the year that I shook the big box and it shook, I was really hoping for Lego Death Star, and then I unwrapped it. I was oh man, it's not the Death Star, but it was Boba Fett's ship.
Oh,
and it was awesome. Finally put it all together. The only problem that I ever had owning Boba Fett's ship is the actual cockpit would disconnect from the flat part.
Yes, I had Boba Fett's ship too as well. It was super, super cool ship.
Oh, yeah.
We do have Lorky over at Scoop's Pub and Grill taking home $34.80 in this game number 18. But did we talk about the winner in game number 17?
We did not talk about the game.
Let's talk about the game number 17 winner.
Oh yeah, in game number 17, we had Linda Lou over at Jimmy's Food and Drink taking home $25 home.
Yeah, really good stuff. And that means we are now getting rolled into this game number 19 of the broadcast. That minor jackpot's at $104. So that doesn't mean it's going to be clicking up for this game number 19, but it is good news for game number 20, as it will be clicking up from 52 to 56 if we don't give it out in 52 balls or less.
Oh yeah,
super exciting stuff. But I got into the fishing report, and then we took that quick break after they won that great jackpot. And so let's hop back into that as we are checking in with the south end of the Lake of the Woods Tourism, updated today.
Oh yeah, the ice is slowly melting on the big body of water called Big Traverse Bay. There's still plenty of ice, but with temps this week in the high 60s, a warm spring sun, and strong outflow from the Rainy River and other rivers and streams, ice will be deteriorating fast. Open water is spreading on the lake outside of the Lighthouse Gap, where the Rainy River enters the Lake of the Woods, and enters Morris Point Gap, where the Bostic Creek enters the lake. For the opener, these areas, whether there is still some ice or not, are traditionally excellent for walleyes. Bays are open or mostly open for those who want to fish pike. Many fish have been spotted in dishes well away from the lake where some good spawning takes place. Other pike do their spawning in shallow areas of bays. When spawning is completed, they make their way back out of the bays and the lake. Pike season is open year-round. Walleye and sauger season is closed and opens again on the Minnesota fishing opener on May 14th.
Super, super exciting stuff. Really, really glad that fishing opener is only 10 days away so that we could start hearing about that great walleye and sauger action that I know everybody is biting at the nail to get to.
Oh, yeah. And this actually has me curious about when Michigan's
fishing opener is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. Since we are over here, we are in Michigan, and we've already started our fishing opener. Yeah, so, we got the head start on you guys.
Sorry,
but,
fellas.
Hey, you guys got some really good fishing over there. I've definitely seen some huge fish being caught over the last few weeks, especially in some of those photos that Outdoors Weekly likes to post with their articles. Super exciting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But just like Outdoors Weekly likes to show off you guys getting big fish, we like to show off when you guys get big jackpots. As you can see right here, we got a bunch of players playing Pilot games, having a fun time. You see jackpot messages is a great reason to send in a player picture with that message right next to your face, with your friends playing Pilot games, with your favorite bartender, or just by yourself having a good time is worth sending a photo to us. You can share those pictures on Facebook or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. You can also put hashtag Pilot Games onto any of your social media posts with one of those player pics. We'll be able to find those so that we can add them to our player enrolling screen.
Oh, yeah. But we also have some really exciting Vikings news as we're finally picking up the last ends of the draft.
Yes, we've worked through a lot of the draft. We talked about the first, second, and third round draft picks, talked about the fourth round draft picks even, and now it's time to talk about some of those later end draft picks. And I kind of think this was the last round where we got really big guys that could actually contribute this year on our Minnesota football team, as I think both these players will get some opportunities.
Oh, yeah. Starting us off in round 5, pick number 165 overall, we have SZ Adamayo, a DN from Minnesota.
Yeah.
If anything, this part of the draft was a little late to start building depth at the edge position. You could argue the Vikings are set at outside linebacker in their new 3-4 scheme with Daniel Hunter on one side and newcomer Zadarius Smith on the other. But both players are returning from significant injuries, and counting on them both to play a full season might be optimistic. Adamayo has Adamayo has some burst, but by the time you get to round 5, the starting caliber prospect group is usually picked clean. Perhaps he could fit in as a defensive end rather than an outside linebacker.
I think he was one of the better pickups. I think he'll end up being a guy that will actually play for us. I think when you talk about guys like Daniel Hunter, Zadarius Smith, they're top-tier NFL players, and he'll be able to sit behind those guys, learn from them, get to understand he has a lot of upside, and that's what you want out of a fifth-round pick.
Oh, yeah.
Is high upside. A guy that can sit back, be a backup for a year, maybe 2 years, and then figure it out and get to that starting-level player. And I think he's one of those guys that can work up to that ability.
Oh, yeah. And who's to say, just because someone's later on in the draft means almost nothing.
Oh, yeah. Who's the greatest football player of all time?
Yeah, and he was, what, sixth?
He was sixth round, I think it was.
Yeah, he was sixth round.
Oh, we do have Serena over at Acapulco Woodbury taking that Musco prize of $33.60. Good job, Sierra.
Yeah, good job. But, yeah, think about it. And the only reason he got playing time is because Bledsoe got injured.
Yeah,
Some of these things you never know.
Exactly. So I think Azizi is a great pickup. And I also think this other fifth-round pickup is a nice guy as well, as he was picked up in round 5 at the number 165 spot overall. Wait, what?
Did they get him on? Did they get
I don't know how we got two pickups. Now I'm gonna figure out what we picked up in the 5th round.
Yeah. That's very interesting. But yeah, I'm very excited to see
Yeah, okay. So they picked Azizi Mayo in the 5th round. But they also, I got to figure out who else they took in that 5th round to make sure that we didn't miss out on.
Interesting.
Okay, so Ty Chandler was picked up, but I think I got the pick wrong on when he was picked up. You had. Okay, yeah, and then Ty Chandler was 169. That's what he's picking up, not 165. Ty Chandler, he's a running back out of North Carolina, and this is exactly what you want a team to when you want a team to acquire a running back, a position where talent and playmaking ability can be stacked fairly horizontally. In this case, the Vikings got one who will force defenses to account for him and his 4.38 time in the 40-yard dash, so he can fly around on the football field. There's plenty of tape showing what he did when he got to the second level during his college career at Tennessee and at North Carolina, with Dalvin Cook entering his 6th season and backup Alexander Mattison only having 1 year away from free agency. This is a strong selection, as I think he can add a huge speed factor into our backfield.
Oh yeah, which would be very nice, especially with a little bit of our running backs. He's aging.
No, Dalvin Cook is still a very young, good running back.
I was mixing a couple players.
Other running backs.
Yeah.
No, I do get it, but we always want to have a lot of different running back options.
Yeah.
As it's one of those positions that get injured a lot. It takes a lot of a beating, a big beating, especially if you're a running back like Dalvin Cook, who takes like 20 carries a game.
Yeah.
And you know, is one of those downhill running backs that runs in between the tackles 90% of his snaps.
Oh, yeah.
So I think adding in Ty Chandler, he can be that third down running back, maybe a pass catcher early on in his career, and he can even help give some reps off for Alexander Mattison and Dalvin Cook.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be very nice to see. It's got to be very excited for the Viking season.
It definitely is exciting, and I always get excited when I get to talk about this great ETAB game. It's one of my favorite ETAB games, and that is Vikings victory. Pick a letter in the skull bonus to see if you can win some big prizes.
Oh, yeah, and we know you guys are always playing that one because it seems to be your guys' favorites as well.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the fan favorites, too. We do have 38 balls dropped on this one as we're trying to give out this minor prize of $182.56 balls or less. Ooh, I even see Yoda out there on this National Star Wars Day.
Good to see Yoda out.
Yeah, definitely
coming out from Dagobah.
Oh, yeah, and a jackpot winner from yesterday, Kingpin. I see him out there as well.
Ah, nice.
But everyone here is playing for a little bit of Jackpot Hunter points as well as Jackpot Hunter prizes. But when you earn jackpots or Muscos, you earn points towards our Jackpot Hunter standings. And our standings have been all over the place.
Oh, yeah. In 10th place, we got Duh over at VFW Coon Rapids with 40,000 points. In 9th place, we got Crazy Kid over at Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 with 46,000 points. In 8th place, we have Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 52,000 points. In 6th place, we have Elsa over, In 6th place, we have Two-Way Girl over at Jimmy G's Bar with 57,000 points. Shortly ahead in a two-way tie, we got Kimmy over at Nisla Legion and Brother Nat over at Char House, both with 59,000 points, tied in 5th place. But we do have a couple winners.
Yeah, a split win between Mama Bit over at Broadway Pizza in Blaine and Linny over at Bolus Liquor. Good job to both those winners. And now we are getting enrolled into a game number 21. $52 getting split up between those two players. And that minor jackpot could be getting over $200 as we get into this game number 21.
Oh, yeah, make sure you guys are getting clicked in. But I'm going to continue on with these standings. Closely ahead of Brother Nat and Kimmy in that two-way tie in 5th, we have 4th place Kev over the Deer Stand with 61,000 points, only 2,000 points ahead of that two-way tie. In 3rd place is Not Lucky over at American Legion Fridley with 83,000 points. In 2nd place, kicking off our 100,000 point club, we got Bull over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 115,000 points. And in 1st place, holding on to that lead, we got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 141,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all those players, especially the ones that have already gotten into the 100,000 point club. Super big time stuff. But in the location side of these standings, in 10th place, we got Riverboat Depot and Sartell with 73,000 points. With 79,000 points in 9th place, we got American Legion Fridley. 8th place is Shady's Railside and Rice with 80,000 points. With 83,000 points in 7th place, we got Billy's Rockford. 6th place, getting bumped back from 5th, we got Tasty Pizza Hangar 45 in Hilltop with 86,000 points. Moving up from 6th into 5th, we got Gas Can Bar and Grill in Brainerd with 87,000 points. With 108,000 points in 4th place, we got Concordia Lanes in New Ulm Third place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 170,000 points. With 188,000 points in second place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park. And in first place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue with 371,000 points.
Oh, yeah. Good job to all those players and the locations they're playing at in those standings.
But as we got 1 minute before we get enrolled into this game number 21, we're going to get into a little bit of celebrity birthday action.
Oh, yeah. We got some really cool ones. Because kicking us off, born in 1900, we have Archibald McDonough. New Zealand plastic surgeon pioneer who rehabilitated badly burned Royal Air Force crew during World War II.
I mean, absolutely, like a huge, super important thing. I'm sure he was a pioneer for those bad burn mark, being able to get them back to regular life, to be able to get them, you can have such of those like permanent burns that would just completely destroy the makeup of your face or the way your skin looked and everything like that. And to be able to get it somewhere near a sense of normalcy where maybe they weren't even able to breathe out of their nose prior to the event, he could help them and do that kind of stuff.
Maybe he started the skin grafting, the modern skin grafting technique where they take the skin from your rear end and put it in other places. I don't know if I was guessing because it said pioneer.
I wonder like how he was a pioneer for it. And he greatly improved the treatment and rehabilitation of badly burned aircrew. I don't know exactly on how he aided to it, but was huge.
Important work included development of the walking stock skin graft.
Okay, is that the...
Yeah, he's credited with stuff like that and a lot of things that are roughly in the same area as like skin grafting.
Wow, that's really, really important. Happy birthday, Archibald McLeod. Next up, born in 1928, we got Betsy Rawls, an American golfer, USA Women's Open winner in 1951, 53, 57, and in 1960.
Wow, those are some consistent wins just all across the board throughout the 50s.
One of the best women golfers of all time.
Yeah, that is awesome. Next up, born in 1929, we have Audrey Hepburn, British actress known for being in Roman Holiday, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and My Fair Lady.
Yeah, I definitely have heard of a lot of those movies. It's one of Jordy's favorite actresses from the time, and the one I've always heard of is Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah. I think the one that I always heard of her in was, it was My Fair Lady.
My Fair Lady. Yeah, that's another good one. She did a lot of really, really big-time works. And, she was recognized as both a film and fashion icon. Wow. And she was ranked by American Film Institute as the third greatest female screen legend from the classic Hollywood cinema and was inducted into the International Best Dressed List Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow. That's got to be pretty high up there.
That's pretty cool.
Do you think Alton Brown's up there? As like best dressed.
I don't know.
He's that guy with the glasses who's always leading like the cooking shows, and he's always dressed with like the bow tie and everything.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's always dressed all
we
dapper.
do have a winner though, Linny over at Bolus Liquor and Monty at Blue Line Sports Bar and Grill, splitting up $48.60 in this game number 21. Now we're getting rolled into game number 22, and that minor jackpot will be clicking up from 56 to 60 balls or less. We'll see if we can give it out in either this game or the final game. It's over $300, so we'll be clicking up from 60 to 64 balls or less if we don't give it out in 60 balls or less in this game.
Meaning that it should be going out in that next game if it doesn't in this one. But hey, it's pretty rare that it drops past 64, but you never know.
You do, and I mean, hey, it would lead for some really good happy hour action tomorrow.
It would.
But hey, I don't care about happy. I may be on happy hour tomorrow, but I don't care. I don't want to wait for tomorrow. I want to give it out tonight before we get off air.
Oh yeah, but next up on our celebrity birthdays, born in 1941, we have Nicholas Nick Ashford, American songwriter, record producer, known for producing songs like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, reach out and touch somebody's hand, and singer for Ashford and Simpson song Solid.
Wow, really, really cool. I mean, Ain't No Mountain High Enough is an absolute classic.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Really, really good stuff. Next up, born in 1958, we got Keith Haring, American graffiti artist, is a part of Vanity Fair and the Paris Review.
That's really cool. John has something from Keith Haring.
Does he?
Yeah, John has a little art piece.
Oh, he does. I forgot about that. Yeah, he totally did get a Keith Haring art piece. Yeah, his pop art emerged from the New York City graffiti subculture of the 1980s. His animated imaginary has become a widely recognized visual language.
Oh, yeah. You always see graffiti that looks like roughly like that. And it's so cool that a lot of people took in like after that. I really like that graffiti style. It was always around like Southern California.
Yeah.
A lot. It was always fun.
Super fun. Happy birthday, Keith Haring.
Oh, yeah. Next up, born in 1959, we have Randy Travis, born Randy Trawick, American country and gospel music singer, known for songs like Digging Up Bones, Forever and Ever Amen, and was an actor.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he was an actor as well. But Randy Travis,
I've seen him in something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Let's see if we can find what movies he's acted in as Texas Rangers, Matlock he was in. That's a big time one. The Rainmaker.
Maybe? That might have been it.
Yeah, Frank and Jesse. You got Black Dog.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Randy Travis. Next up, born in 1972, we got Mike Dirnt, American rock bassist. He was a part of Green Day, which did Good Riddance and a bunch of other big-time hits.
Oh, yeah. They, yeah. It was such an interesting time when Green Day was big. Did you ever like have a bunch of like Green Day songs playing around you?
No.
Yeah, I could assume not.
No,
That's
I was never around Green Day fans. That was something that completely missed me. Now I do have some songs that I do like from like American Idiot.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably the big one that I have listened to. But other than that, I don't really know much other any other albums really outside of that.
Yeah, I just know like a couple of their big ones, and then Gordon got their best of on vinyl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's super, super fun. Do you have a favorite Green Day song?
Favorite When I Come Around. I like that one.
Boulevard
it's
of Broken
catchy.
Dreams.
Yeah, that one. I like how it goes from Holiday to Boulevard of Broken Dreams because the songs are right next to each other on on the record, so they actually blend in.
Yes, that's really cool.
I like it that's like one of my favorite things is when songs actually blend into their corresponding the next song.
I feel like that happened with albums when albums were super popular.
Yeah.
Where like a full album went together.
Yeah.
Like you had to listen to it in order for it to fully make sense, for the music to fully make sense.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish that artists would do that more often.
I know.
There are some artists that still do that, and I appreciate it whenever they do. But
it's always really a cool thing when they do.
It definitely is. Well, happy birthday, Mike Dirnt.
Oh yeah. Next up, born in 1989, we have Rory McIlroy, Irish golfer. Known for winning the U.S. Open in 2011, the British Open in 2014, PGA Championship 2012, 14, and the FedEx Cup in 2016 and 2019.
We have one of our big-time players, Yags 370 over at the Riverboat Depot, taking home $75.20 on that game number 22, and we were not able to give out a jackpot in that game number 22, and so that means that jackpot is growing and rolling into this game number 23, the final shot at this jackpot hunter game. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get enrolled in this next one. Definitely get enrolled and press play. I'm hoping that we can give it out in this final game.
Oh yeah, I am too.
But we do have one more celebrity birthday to get into. Born in 1992, we have Courtney Gines, a American actress, and she was in Spy Kids 3D Game Over.
Okay, now hold on. This is the most like esteemed celebrity we have on the list now.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't like an actress from?
Oh, okay. Yeah, she really is. She's the main.
She's the main girl that's not the normal one
She
from
would
like
be-
the.
she's an antagonist in that, isn't she? She is the antagonist. I
kind of like a half and half.
I feel like kind of like a rival for most of it. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a rivalry, but also a.
Like, hey, I don't want you to, die like the rest of them. Or something.
Yeah, and it's so sad when everything happens with her. I was so disappointed.
Yeah.
Especially for why am I blanking on his name?
Oh, the kid with the curly hair.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, I can't think of. I'm trying to remember. As he Junie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad for Junie.
Yeah, poor Junie.
Yeah, but the happy birthday, Courtney Gines. We do have a little bit of Timberwolves news as we have been knocked out of the playoffs. So we're looking at the upcoming drafts. One of the people that we're looking at is Terry Eason, a 6'8", 216-pound rangy forward from LSU. He's a sophomore with an excellent motor and quick bounce who will be 21 on draft day. Eason's energy helps him on the defensive end. He's a pest who can hang with forwards and guards alike. His offensive game is based around his skill set, using athleticism to get buckets around the rim. Eason has a decent developing three-point jump shot, but it will be something he needs to continue to work on. His other knock is that he is a tweener forward, so the Wolves would have to find a positionless fit for him rather than to slot him in as a 3 or a 4. Lastly, he has chemistry with Jaden McDaniels because they played together in high school during Eason's junior season at Federal Way. Eason could slot directly into the bench forward role and lean into his strengths to make an immediate impact.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
That's really, really cool. And it's awesome that he played with one of our current players.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely some great stuff. But we do have 18 balls dropped on this one. We're trying to give out that $477 minor jackpot in this one. If you win that in 64 balls or less, you'll also add on that must-go prize as well of $112. And we got Craig already 10 balls away. But to go through the twiking zone one more time, in 10th place we got Elsa, 9th place Bryzo, 8th place Pooba, 7th place Mikey Wins, 6th place Yo-Yo, 5th place Bobo, 4th place GTZ, 3rd place Sinbob, 2nd place Nan, and in 1st place we got Scrub Eye.
Oh yeah, and on the location side of things, in 10th place we have Main Street Pub in Kimball, 9th place Carbonis Pizza Sierra Billiards in Coon Rapids, 8th place VFW Blaine, 7th place Our Place on 3rd and Faribault, 6th place 6th place is Steve-O's in Crystal, 5th place is Corner Bar in Goodhue, 4th place is Eagles Rochester, 3rd is American Legion Fridley, 2nd Corky's Bar South Haven, and 1st place with a commanding lead VFW Spring Lake Park.
Great stuff. And we got some great movies that were released on today. As released in 1984 on today, we had 16 Candles.
Ah, classic.
Yeah, one of those classic rom-com, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I guess. It was more like a coming-of-age movie.
Coming of age, that's what it is. It's a coming-of-age movie. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, to be honest, but I know it's a big fan for a lot of people are big fans of it. It's one of Georgie's favorite movies, and so great movie released on today, 16 Candles.
Oh, yeah. Next up, released in 2001, we have The Mummy Returns.
We do have a jackpot winner. He barely missed it on last game, and now in this final game, Yags 370 over at the Riverboat Depot, taking home $477.75. Add on that $112.40 prize, and that will be your lump total, and we'll get to you guys, get that in just a second, $590.15 going to your pocket. Good job, Yags 370.
Oh, yeah, and thanks, Nikki, for typing that quicker than we could think it.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. But we were talking about the movies released today. In 2001, The Mummy Returns.
Oh, yeah. Not quite as good as the original Mummy, obviously.
Once you lose the Rock, I mean, it's sad. Did they have a CGI Rock in that one?
I don't think the Rock was in The Mummy. The Rock's in The Scorpion King, right? Which is like an offshoot.
Oh, yes, yes.
The Mummy is the Brandon Fraser series, which I don't think Brandon Fraser was in The Mummy Returns.
The Mummy Returns.
Oh, no,
it does have The Rock in it.
Oh.
Okay, it does have The Rock. I'm just getting it confused because it's a different Rock movie.
Yeah.
Where
it's actually connected to The Mummy.
Oh, Scorpion King is connected. Is in the Mummy are connected.
Yeah, it's an offshoot. The Scorpion King is like an offshoot of it.
Ah, that makes sense.
Where it explains his character, The
Yeah.
Rock's character.
Yeah, there's The Rock has some really great CGI in that movie.
Yeah.
That is very interesting, but definitely some fun stuff. 2001, The Mummy Returns. In 2007, we had Spider-Man 3, where we got the great emo Tobey Maguire.
Oh
in
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, we got Bully Maguire.
Yes, it was one of my. Honestly, as a kid, it was one of my favorite Spider-Mans.
I loved it,
out of
especially
all
because of
three.
Venom.
But
in his new suit, it was awesome.
It's like the prequels to the Star Wars
okay,
series.
there's only one bad scene in that movie, and it's when he's being cringy walking down the road.
There's multiple where he's Bully Maguire. That's
yeah. Okay, the whole thing with him being Bully Maguire. That's the only
that's like a quarter of the movie.
But the actual like fighting scenes in him with him like with the symbiote. And
Yes,
stuff,
it's
that's
sweet.
awesome. But yeah.
But then like the dancing,
part
like
ruins
whole
it.
entire like piano scene. Like I thought as a
Yeah.
kid, I was like, oh, he's so slick. But then I'm like watching again, I'm like, ugh, I don't like this.
If I saw someone doing that at like a somewhere I was like eating at or something, I'd probably get a tomato or something.
Yeah. It's
And I always felt like it would have made him more aggressive than edgy.
Yeah, it was an interesting take on Venom mixed with Spider-Man.
I just didn't think Venom would make him want to go to Hot Topic, you know?
Yeah. It definitely was interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun movie that I mean I love the entire trilogy of the Tobey Maguire movies, and so Spider-Man 3 was released on today.
Oh yeah. Next up, released in 2012, we are the first of the Avengers movies.
One of those. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought you had the best Hulk out of all the movies.
Definitely.
Probably my favorite Hulk from any of the movies.
Because after this movie, they don't really he's always just pushed off into the side doing something
Yeah, and
else.
he's never the true Hulk anymore.
No.
Unless you're talking about Thor Ragnarok, where you get a little bit more of the true Hulk again.
Yeah.
But it's
a little bit.
It's a little bit more of a it's a mixture where it's more of a comedy like Hulk kind of thing. But we do have 2 balls away for a must-go prize. We've clicked over on all that, so that means that jackpot will be growing and rolling into the next game. And before we get off air and announce this winner, we have a player spotlight. Bobber over at Harbor Bar and Restaurant took home $11,622. And Harbor Bar and Restaurant supports a great charity, the American Legion Post 491 in Bayport. And their mission statement is to enhance the well-being of American veterans, their families, our militaries, and our community by our devotion to mutual helpfulness.
Oh yeah, definitely an awesome charity. And you guys, it looks like you guys are still just a couple balls away, as we have Rowdy, Lucky, and Irish all just 1 ball away.
Yeah, we'll see which is the lucky ball to fall, but now more people are joining with Frank and Bean out there as well. We'll see who will be the first one to 0 balls away. I-23 isn't that lucky number.
I think it's G52 again.
G52, that's going to be your guess?
It's always G52.
Let's go with an 070. That's going to be my guess. Let's see what happens. G52 doesn't get it. Okay, we'll see who wins it. It may still be a part of the winning numbers.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Bunch of players, 1 ball away. This one's holding off for a while now.
Oh yeah, it is. It wants to keep the suspense going.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way.
Is it gonna be B9 again?
071. Let's see.
Ooh,
man, this is taking a lot longer than I was expecting to. You got Oswald out there. I started watching this with 3 players away, 1 ball away, and I was thinking, oh, it's just gonna be a few balls that we're waiting.
Yeah, we just got a couple.
Man, this is holding off for a while. We'll see who wins this.
Let's see how far through this sheet we can go.
Yeah, can we? Oh, there it is. Stoli winning on B4 over at American Legion Shakopee. $5 for 15, 64, and 68 are those lucky 4 numbers. Really good stuff. Enjoy an hour of Skull Bingo before I come back with Jordy for a little bit of Wild Wednesday action. And remember, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
Take care. first place spot for a while now. We got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 371,000 points.
Well, what crazy point totals that have already been accumulated in this season. We're trying to set records in this season. Location-wise, we've already set record for the first place spot, and it just keeps on growing. So make sure you guys are coming out for those 23 games of Jackpot Hunter that run from 4 all the way till 6. There it is, 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson!
Have a really nice day!
Entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.